So I know I haven't been making any videos like recently, like at all, but you know, I decided it was time to film another video, and I had nothing else planned, so I couldn't really film a vlog, but I was like, I just got a new palette in, so I filmed a makeup tutorial. Today I'm just going to be showing you guys how I created this fall look. If you guys like what you see, keep on watching and see how I did this. Let's get on with the video. So first I'm just going to start off with my Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in Soft Brown. I've been using this for quite some time now. And again, I'll probably make a video just on how I do my brows. But right now I'm just going to fill them in and then we'll move on to the next step. So I basically line the bottom and then I line the top. I'm going to comb the top down. You guys can tell, so I'm like looking at a mirror while doing this. And then I just fill in the tail first and make sure that's looking presentable. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just drag the product to the front slowly so it gives you that gradient look like that. I know it looks freaking crazy right now. I'm gonna do the other side. So again, I just brush the brow upwards and then I line the bottom like this, and I elongate the tail because I have very short, like natural brows. So I line the bottom like that, and then I comb the hairs down, and then I go ahead and line the top, and then just fill in the tail. Like that, you see? And then we're just gonna slowly drag some product to the front so that's like gives you that gradient look. Like that. I'm just going to accentuate it a little bit more by using the Anastasia Brow Wiz in the next color up. I believe this is in medium brown. So I'm just going to go ahead and just do the tails because I want that to be a little bit darker than the rest of the brow. So and then I'm just going to take the Anastasia Brow Gel, and we're going to brush up and then out. So up and then out for both sides, like that. And then I'm going to take the Urban Decay Primer Potion, like this. And I'm going to apply a little bit on each eye and then just blend it out. Take this like flat brush here. It's just like some basic flat brush. I think I got it from Forever 21. And I'm just going to go ahead and take my Maybelline Fitme concealer in number 15 and carve the eyebrows out. And I actually just carve the bottom of my brows. I don't do the top because that leads to disaster. I always end up messing up, so I don't do it anymore. So there goes the brows. Then I'm just gonna go ahead and set that with a flat brush here. This is from e.l.f., just any sort of fluffy flat brush. And we're gonna go ahead and take the Laura Mercier setting powder and use this to set my eyes. And I do this so that when you are blending your shadows, they blend out a lot easier. So I do that first. Next, I'm gonna go in with this blending brush. This is from Real Techniques. I'm cleaning this shit off. And we're just gonna go in with this Colourpop. Well, this is, I made this palette from Colourpop, but the shade I'm gonna be going in with is Bel Air, and it looks like this. It's just a really nice, neutral transition shade. I like it. I'm just gonna put this right in the crease. And same with the other side. This can be kind of messy. It's just your transition shades, so it's just gonna make the rest of your eyeshadows look seamless when you're blending it. So that's what I'm doing there. And today we're going to be trying out a new palette. This is the Inferno palette by Bad Habit, and I bought this palette off of this website called Hush, and they have a bunch of different like beauty related products that are really, really cheap. And this palette is about 10 bucks, not including shipping and stuff, but this is super cheap, and the quality is amazing. I like swatched some of them. They're great. And this is supposed to be a dupe of the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette, so I'm excited. First, we're just going to start off with this shade right here. This is in the shade Glow, and we're just going to go ahead and put this right in the same, basically the same area that you put the transition shade. I'm just going to warm it up a little bit more to give it that nice warm ball look. And same with the other eye. Okay, so once you have both of those colors down, we're going to go ahead and take a flat brush here. This is from Coastal Scents. It's just like a basic flat brush. And we're just going to go ahead and take this color in Bonfire right here. It's just this really nice rusty reddish brown color. And we're just going to apply this right on the outer corners here. Like that. I'm going to get a little bit closer. I'm just going to pack this on to the outer corners like that. Same with the other eye. My hair is in my white. You just pack it on the outer corners like that. And we're going to go ahead and take this color in Baked and just blend this shade out here. So just blend these colors out and just diffuse it. I'm doing like a mixture of circular motions and windshield wiper motions, and that's how you get a really nice gradient effect. We're going to go ahead and take that same flat brush again and go into this color Burn, slightly darker, and pack it right in the same area. This is all about layering, and that's how you get the best like effect for like smoky eyes. And same that, take that same blending color and blend that out again. Okay, then lastly, to make this look a little bit deeper, we're going to take this color in Smolder. It's the one on the end right there, on the same flat brush again, because we're just going in with darker and darker colors, so the flat brush doesn't really matter. And we're just going to apply this like strictly right at the outer corners, so we get a nice sort of depth to the look. This color is a little bit patchy, but we can fix that with another color. I just wanna also test out this palette and see how well it performs, because it's only $10. I'm going to take this color in Warmth here and blend out that smokier shade. The colors are showing up a little bit different on the camera than what it is in person. Just gonna go ahead and diffuse this too. I know it looks like a hot mess right now, but once we do everything, it should be okay. Now we're gonna go in and just kind of carve out the inner corner. So I'm going to use the Fitme concealer again with that same flat brush that I used to carve out my brows. And we're just going to kind of do a cut crease, but not really. It doesn't need to be super sharp. We're just basically making some clean space right here in the inner half of your eye so that when we apply the shimmer, it will pop. And you see how it's a little bit more like empty there? Not empty, but it's more of like a clean slate to apply the shimmers onto. So you do it to both sides. And I'm just kind of applying the concealer there. So now we're going to take another flat brush. This is another like slightly denser, not as fluffy. So this is really good for packing on shimmers. And we're going to go ahead and take this shimmery color from the Morphe 25B palette. And we're just going to take this second one right here. And these shimmers are super buttery and creamy, and they just go on really nicely. So we're just going to pack this right onto the clear area, not clear, like the blank area with no color. And I don't know if you can see, it's pretty shimmery. And I'm just gonna pack that right on there. And then lastly, just to deepen up the outer corners, I'm gonna go ahead and take the same Morphe palette, and I'm just gonna go in with this bottom middle color right here. And I'm taking another like blending brush and go ahead and just blend this onto the outer corners of the eye, and you'll get like a much like deeper look, and it looks more like glam. And to blend all that out, I'm gonna go ahead and take the Colourpop Bel Air, the first shade that I used, and blend this all out and just diffuse it so everything's nice and blended. Next is eyeliner. So I actually used two eyeliners. I used the Sephora like liquid pen, and then I also used the Sephora like liquid eyeliner. I don't know what you would call these, but yeah, it's just I used two because this one actually has a certain texture where like my eyelashes won't stick to it, which is kind of weird, but I just use this for the wing, and then I use the liquid pen for like the rest of my lid. So that's just the wing. Then I'm gonna do the other side. I feel like I make the weirdest faces when I do wings, but yeah, I just did the wings. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of the eye with the pen. It looks a little funny right now, but I just drag it in and just fill in the rest. Like that. Okay, so now that you're done with the wings, we're just gonna go apply your favorite pair of lashes. So I'm just gonna apply some lash glue onto it. You also, did I already say you want to curl your lashes? I don't know. But yeah, you want to curl your lashes. So I'm just gonna go ahead and curl my lashes and then pop on the fake ones. While the lashes are drying, I'm gonna go ahead and wet my Real Technique sponge. Okay, so now that I wet my Real Technique sponge and my lashes are about to dry, I'm gonna go ahead and pop on the lashes. These are like my favorite pair. So looks like that. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side. Now that we have the lashes on, I'm gonna go ahead and apply some face primer. The primer that I'm going to use today is the Decay Optical Illusion Primer. And I just put very little of this. Like, I put like a lot much because it can get very drying. And if you put too much of this, it tends to cake up your makeup. And you don't want that. So I just apply it in my T-zone area. And then blend it out. Now onto the foundation part. I use different foundations every day. So today I'm going to be using the Maybelline Infallible Pro Glow in 203. And I'm going to mix it with the Makeup Forever HD. I have this sample size one. This is in R30. So I'm just going to mix these two. So I'm just going to take some, whoa. Yeah, that one was coming out already. I'm just going to take some of that one. And then also a pump of this one. And we're just going to mix this on the back of my hand. Don't do this if you're doing somebody else's makeup. But if you're doing your own, it's okay, because you know it's your own face. You can do what you want, but don't do that to somebody else's face. Unless they're okay with it too, but... Okay, so I just dot that everywhere, except for my forehead, because my forehead is a problem area, but I don't apply foundation there because I don't want to make it even worse, so I just do the rest of my face to pretty much even it out. But I'll powder my forehead so there's some sort of, you know, coverage and it won't look like I'm not wearing anything there, so. And the reason why I use the Pro Glow one is so that my foundation doesn't look cakey, and it just makes it look a little bit more natural. So I'm just going to use whatever is left over on my back of my hand and had it just all over and just do like a second layer on the problem areas, or the actual problem areas, not problem areas. I'm just going to pounce a little bit on here, you know, YOLO. I'm doing it for the video. That was ugly, sorry. Okay, then for the concealer, I'm gonna go in, actually like going in with this Wet n Wild one. This is their Photo Focus concealer in light ivory because I'm pale as fuck. And I just put very little because I don't like to overdo it. And then I'm just gonna go down the ridge of my nose and my chin. Just a little bit. I haven't done this in a while, to be honest. I usually just stop at foundation and then I go ahead and set my face, but again, I'm doing it for the video. I just use this to brighten up those inner corners here. Okay, now on to setting the face. We're going to go ahead and bake with the Laura Mercier powder here. I'm just going to dip my sponge into it. And I like to like press this into my nose area there, because I like to kind of contour my nose later because I feel like I have a very wide nose. I think that's just me, but I like it like that, so I do that. I just pretty much set my under eyes here, the bridge of my nose a bit, and then my chin, and my mustache. And I'm gonna go ahead and take, this is also from the Rose Gold collection, from BH Cosmetics. I'm gonna go ahead and take the Maybelline Superstay Better Skin powder, and this is in 25 Nude Beige. I'm just gonna go ahead and press my, just like a flat top kabuki, and set the rest of my face that I do not have the Mercier powder on. Sides of the nose. And then this is when I just rub off. Going in with another brush from the BH Cosmetics Rose Gold collection. We're gonna go in with Hoola bronzer. Everybody knows what this is. Bronze up the sides of our faces. I like using a big fluffy brush for bronzing because it's not contouring. I'm just trying to add some warmth into my face because my face is pale AF. Now we're gonna go in with, this is, I really actually don't know what brush this is. This was in one of my Ipsy Glam bags, but yeah, I'll try to find it and link it down below too. Then we're gonna go ahead and grab the Anastasia contour palette. This is in light to medium. This is their powder palette. I'm just gonna take this middle color here because it's the most like gray tone one, and I don't want to be too bronze. So I'm just gonna take this to contour my face and add some cheekbones onto my flat round face. Go ahead and apply it up there too. Okay. Then we're also going to take a fluffy brush. This is the Colourpop eyeshadow brush. This is really good for nose contouring though, and I'm going to take that same shade and we're going to just contour the nose. I just go on the sides just very lightly. I don't want anything super crazy. Like that. There's just a little bit of shadow there now. I just contour the sides there, so it gives me some sort of nose bridge. Yep. Now on to my favorite part, highlighting. First, we're gonna go in with the Becca Shimmering, Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Opal. It's very pretty. And just gonna take a crap ton of that and highlight the cheek. You'll highlight the cheekbones. Do the other side too. Then we're gonna go ahead and take this Tarte, I think it's Tarte Pro Glow to Go, and we're gonna take a pencil brush and take the first color in Gleam. This stuff is like freaking magic, but we're just gonna apply a highlight onto the nose and then down the nose bridge to give some more structure. Go ahead, highlight the inner corners there. I freaking love it. And then just a tiny bit on the brow bone, just the very top of the brow bone, to add some dimension right there. And lastly, we're gonna just take a slightly more precise highlighting brush. This is the Morphe R36, and I'm gonna go ahead and take Gleam and just pop the that was not little. Finally, you're just gonna take your Real Techniques sponge, and this is the Milani Make It Last Setting Spray, and I just spritz this onto the flat side, like Yep. And then pat this like under your eyes, your nose, forehead, whatever you like, and you're pretty much done. Okay, so here's the final look, and it's very glowy, like fall, festive, holiday, whatever, wear it every day look. And yeah, if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.